90 degrees or so today. Hope you guys are doing something more fun than me. Very warm out. The phone wants to overheat. Just trying to get a cover for it. See if we can do this without disturbing it too much. I don't know. I can't see anything on the phone because it's so bright out here. I think that looks good. There's my arm. All right. So you got weeds here. Got weeds growing. We'll entertain you. You can watch the weeds blow back and forth while I put fuel in my saw. So what's new and happening on Sunday afternoon for everybody? I might go out on the boat, the kayak, the little paddle thing. Might get the old kayak out here in a couple hours or so. Not really sure. It's a nice day out. Perfect day out for it. Just got a lot to do. A lot to do this weekend. Got a lot to do next week. Seems like it never ends. I'm just working on my Big Bear. That someday is going to go out front for the grand opening. The shop is it's kind of a pipe dream, but all of a sudden, there's a bunch of things coming together that makes me think that I should be working on getting her open. It's the right time. I don't know why we're not running. That's not good. Won't start at all. It was running fine the other day. Well, maybe we have a saw to fix. I don't know. Might be the heat. Could be anything. It's not starting at all. That sucks. This sucks when they won't start at all when they were just running. That really bites. Well, we got a loose plug. Don't think we have a loose plug. Maybe the spark plug fell off. Nope. That's not it. Almost smells like bad gas. brand new gas out of the pump. It smells like bad gas. Probably what it is. A lot of that again, going around. There's my arm. Sure smells and feels like bad gas to me. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna let her cool off for a minute. Well, I finally got between the legs. I got that done. That was my goal. That was the goal for the weekend, really. Just to get that one thing done, I feel much accomplished now. Not sure how many people are here. Got some people here. All right. What's up? What's up? Yeah. I gotta blow the crap out of my face and eyes for a second. Now I can see. All right, just got a message from my phone that it was overheating. Got a message from the phone that it was overheating and YouTube was going to close in 20 seconds. So we will see if the phone cools down. We can keep going here. If it doesn't cool down, we're going to have to end this stream. Yeah, we're just out here working away. It's gonna shut down again in a second. So I got to boot. We'll be back later.